Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Going to spend some time talking to our guest today, Carlos Wallace, and he's involved in a lot of different things. He's an author, and he's involved in a lot of events here in the Houston area. He's involved in philanthropy and managing comedians, and so you got your fingers in a lot of stuff. Glad to have you on the program.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, I'm a railroad engineer by trade, 20 years for Union Pacific. And about 7 years ago, a friend of mine contacted me about producing a show here in Houston. And I enjoyed it thoroughly. And that was his last show, but my first show, and hopefully many, many more.
Yeah, very cool. And so you must have caught a bug of sorts.
I did. I like to engage with people. And throughout the years, I've just found other ways to make comedy a memorable experience for all, not just those that attend the show, but maybe even the charities that we benefit, and just reaching out to different people.
Now, you just this week had an event that you did. Talk about that.
Yeah, we just had one last night. Another sold out show. Houston's been very good to us. I mean, for 2 straight years, about 28 shows straight, we've sold out. And it was a lot of energy, man. And on a Wednesday night, too. You know, when you have 500 people laughing on a Wednesday night, you must be doing something right.
Yeah, and that was at the Improv.
Sure, yes, at Houston Improv.
Yeah, very cool. So tell us a little bit about the talent you represent.
Well, all these guys, man, they and young ladies, very energetic. Not many of them have, like, huge names just yet, you know, but it's a lot of untapped talent that extremely, extremely funny, and they love to give back, and that's why I really like having them, because after the show they'll hang out with the people and hug ladies and kiss babies, and it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about the various organizations that you're supporting philanthropically.
Covenant House is one. We've had Top Teens of America. You know, there's so many. I hate to even list because I don't want to miss anyone. But if you visit our website, Sol Caritas, that's SOL-CARITAS.com, and click on the Soul Cares link, and you'll just see a plethora of charitable organizations that we support.
This is funny. I was watching a TV program yesterday, and one of the characters was put in a Covenant House. Those things are crucial. If people aren't familiar with Covenant House, they are pivotal in helping homeless youth get a second chance.
Correct.
And all of them have tragic stories.
Yes,
and they're being rewritten in Covenant House.
Yes, and it was quite the experience. We've had them out twice, and the director of it, she was explaining to me a lot of the gifts that they receive are usually for the young ladies, and the young men hardly ever get any gifts. So they really love coming out to the show because it's more for them, more for the guys.
Yeah, absolutely, no question about it. And talk about is it like a percentage of the proceeds go to these organizations? Or
That's
is that
correct.
How it typically works? I guess it may vary on the event.
Right.
Yeah.
And what we do, we you know, at the end of the show, the host of the show will bring me up, and I will call up the director that's representing the charity and present them a check, but also give them a little time to explain what their charity represents. You know, my job, I like to just make sure we bring complete awareness. We want everyone to know that the charity is out there.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. By the way, in addition, you are an author. You have written, it appears to be a couple of books.
No, one's a DVD. And,
one's a DVD?
Yes, sir. The Man on a Mission, it's a DVD with all the charities at that time, up to that time. And it's just a well-produced DVD, and it just explains our mission. And then the book, I just had a book published February the 14th. Life is not complicated. You are.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about the book.
It's a series of stories, 13 chapters, and it talks about overcoming adversities and different challenges, and just creating a mind state of keeping everything positive and looking at things in a positive way.
Yeah, I love that. You know, the reality is that when stuff happens, most people respond to it based on their family of origin, how they were trained to respond to things in the home they grew up in, the environments they grew up in, that type of thing. But the reality is, I don't care what the circumstance is, there's multiple ways of looking at it.
Absolutely.
And, you know, the burden or the responsibility, I prefer the word responsibility, The responsibility is on me to find a way to look at it that's going to benefit the way I go forward.
That's correct.
And so, so a client disappears, or, you have a client that, is no longer going to be a client. More than likely, if you look at the history of that client, probably wasn't the greatest client anyway, especially if you tried to make that client happy and they didn't even show up in order to become happy. There's always a way of looking at it. So that client has freed up room for you to find the client that's really going to be one that's going to benefit from what you do. And so there's always an upside to every downside.
That's correct. I tell people, I speak with different groups, and I spoke with a group of sales ladies not long ago. And one lady was saying how her being overweight was discouraging, and some people would not do business with her or let her represent them. And I said, for that one person that tells you no, there's 10 that'll tell you yes.
Right.
Don't concentrate on the one no. Go find the 10 yeses. And
right.
It just training your brain in a different way.
Well, and there's just tons of people that would either have sympathy or empathy because they are in the same position.
Correct.
They have instant relation to.
Correct.
So I think that's great, and people need to focus on that, and they ought to be grateful when they come across a client who won't do business with them because of that.
That's right.
Because they won't have to deal with all of the drama and trauma that would come with having to have to deal with a person with such prejudice.
That's correct. I tell no one's in the dark alone. Just turn the light on, and you'll see you have a little company in there.
Well, that is a great message. That's something that I want to, I think is a part of what I talk about on this program. Life is meant to be enjoyed, but really you're the one who's responsible to enjoy your life.
That's
and that
correct.
comes down to how you interpret what happens in your life.
That's correct.
So that's very cool. Very cool. What do you got coming up down the pike?
Well, I have a trip to Cancun. We produce a show out Memorial Weekend, and also have a book signing coming up in New York, Mother's Day weekend. So it's just been a busy year so far. It's great. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. No question about it. I think it's great. And how long have you been doing the comedy work?
April 1st made 7 years.
7 years.
Just had
Wow.
an anniversary.
Time goes fast when you're having fun.
Absolutely.
Of these two websites, I always like to only give one so we don't overwhelm the listener. Which one do you want to mention?
SoCaritas.com is great.
All right. So Caritas. That's SOL-CARITAS.com. So Caritas. That's SOL-CARITAS.com. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
All right. When we come back, much more for you. Do want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at USDailyReview.com. And you're listening to The Price of Business.
Get to grips.